Hi everyone, CEO of the New South Wales Education Standards Authority, Paul Martin here. The Brother John Taylor Memorial Prize, now in its 31st year, recognises the work of Brother John Taylor, who is a lifelong educator and advocate for equity and excellence in New South Wales education. The prize gives us an opportunity to reflect on the extraordinary accomplishments of young people sitting the HSC who face difficult life challenges, all the while showing incredible perseverance and commitment towards their studies. Each year, nominations for the Brother John Taylor Memorial Prize introduces to remarkable students and the devoted teachers, friends and family behind them. I would like to thank the trustees of the award who select the recipient each year for their time and commitment to the Brother John Taylor Memorial Prize Trust. Geraldine Gray, Kitty Gearan, Peter Fowler, Roger Berry and Susan McGarity, thank you. They were deeply touched reading this year's nominations. It's a challenging task to pick only one. And thanks to all the teachers, family and friends putting the same effort into supporting the students in their schools and lives. You're continuing to make a lasting difference in helping our students achieve their best. I'm here to introduce this year's recipient of the prize, a student who overcame significant hardship to impress in the 2024 HSC. Named Dux at his school after ranking first in Maths Standard 2, Business Studies, Legal Studies and second in Earth and Environmental Science, and equal first place in the entire state for HSC Mathematics Standard 2 last year. This remarkable young man selected for the 2024 HSC Brother John Memorial Prize is Charlie Stowe from Northern Beaches Secondary College, Balgowlah Boys Campus. Usually, NESA, along with the New South Wales Deputy Premier and the Minister for Education, present this award to the recipient in a ceremony at Parliament House. But as you can see, I'm not at Parliament House and I'm not with the Deputy Premier. And that's because this year's prize winner has been travelling across the globe, skiing the slopes in Canada and exploring the bustling streets of Vietnam. So instead, the Deputy Premier caught up with Charlie over a video call in May to present the award and hear all about his adventures since graduating. There were even some special guests who stopped by as well. Here's how it went.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. That means a lot.
It's always such a joy for me to meet these incredible young people like yourself, Charlie, who have succeeded in the HSC. Obviously, you've had huge success in the HSC and there's so much effort that goes into it. But, you know, this prize is especially about recognising amazing young people that have persisted through some adversity to persist with their studies, to do really well. And you've done all that. And you were Dux at Balgowlah Boys, weren't you?
Yes.
Excellent. Congratulations. So you should be so proud of yourself, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really am. It was lovely news to get it because my mum was actually here visiting me and we were at Lake Louise when we got the email. So that was nice that we could celebrate together.
Oh, it's so nice to hear a young man saying that you were so happy to be with your mum. So that's really nice.
Well, she's actually on her own gap here right now in Europe for 8 months. So we'll be coming back to meet in Australia for Christmas, which will be nice.
What's the plans for the future for you?
I really enjoyed law in school. I found it really fascinating to see how when something is written and how I guess it can have all this theory behind it, but then when it's put into practice, it can operate very differently based on all the socioeconomic and a bunch of other, I guess, factors, which is really fascinating. And I also love the environment. I mean, growing up with a family like mine, we did lots of bushwalking. I mean, our holidays were extremely active, and yet just growing around a beautiful place like the Northern Beaches, I've just really come to appreciate all of that. And it also has helped a lot with my father's illness and dealing with that. Before my prelim exams, when he passed away, I took a day off school to just go hiking, and then I just camped all by myself. And just, I guess, the mental clarity, getting away from my phone and the stress of life, just really helped me process so much. And I'd love to be able to give everyone else that same opportunity. So I guess the environmental law route would be really cool, or working something like for an NGO and like a higher level position. But yeah, so definitely law and maybe either commerce or environmental science. That's just what I'm kind of turning over.
You're an extraordinary young man, Charlie. We need all the good lawyers in the world we can get. And I think your generation, if I can say this, has such an opportunity to do some really good things for our natural environment and to protect our climate, so the opportunities are there for you, if you take them. What would be your advice to not just young people doing the HSC this year, but maybe young people who are doing the HSC who might be going through something at home or something that's a little bit tough that makes it a bit harder? Like, what would you say to them?
My thing, I guess, that I really tried to embody throughout the whole HSC was that whilst academics are important, I believe mental well-being is far superior to that, and that also then carries on to academic results. So I guess trying to really be active, getting out in the sunshine, eating a diet, and just like the basic things that I guess a lot of people overlook in that pursuit of success. But then at that same time, they end up sacrificing all of that, which is so vital in trying to achieve really well. I remember I had a lot of friends in high school who worked really, really hard, but at the same time, I guess they neglected all those other aspects, and then they were really tired, and I guess to get that same motivation to study was really difficult, rather than being able to, I guess, take that time off and then know when to work. And that also really helps with procrastination, which I know is becoming a very increasing problem in my generation with technology and all this short-term gratification.
You're very wise for a young person.
Thank you.
And I think those messages coming from you, I feel like I wish I could just take you and put you in front of every year 11 and year 12 student in New South Wales right now, because that message coming from you is so much more powerful than someone like me. You've got a really valuable contribution to make, Charlie. And I know it's not just Nessa and myself as the minister and everyone that's proud of you. I know your family's proud of you. I mean, I can't imagine. Sorry, when you said that about your mum, my God, I had to stop myself from getting a bit emotional there. Everyone is so proud of you. Your family, I can't even imagine how proud your family is, especially your mum of you. I know your dad would be so, so proud of you.
Yeah, he would be.
Do you know your school? Balgowlah Boys, that is an excellent school. They're going to be talking about forever that they had Charlie Stowe at their school, who got this amazing prize for pushing through and maturely approaching his HSC to achieve some great results. And I've got a bit of a surprise for you. We've got 3 surprise guests. We've got Paul Sheether. We've got Alana Kozaric. Alana, I hope I have said that correctly. And Chris Hickford. Thank you for joining us, Alana, Paul, and Christopher.
Great to join you. Hi, Deputy Premier.
Hello.
Congrats, Charlie. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well deserved.
Yeah, well done, Charlie.
Happy to see all your faces again.
Tell us
Lovely
about.
to say that.
Paul. Tell us about Charlie. How proud you are of him, and what he was like when he was at school.
You know, it's a really interesting case. In some ways, Charlie kind of snuck through under the covers a little bit. Great kid, did everything his teachers asked of him. And he really just flowered in like year 10, 11 and 12. Ducks in year 11. Actually spoke on assembly yesterday, Charlie, letting the whole school know that we were going to have this meeting. And I did a bit of research into some of your report cards back in year 7 and 8. And told the school that Charlie got 26 out of 30 in his year 8 maths class. And that really speaks volumes of the tenacity and resolve that you have as a student, as a young man, to be able to work so hard and give your best the whole time. So, from 26 out of 30 in year 8 to topping the state in year 12, absolutely amazing. Great story, Charlie. And as I said, very well deserved.
Well, that means a lot, Paul. Thank you very much. And I also couldn't have done it without you, Mr. Hickford. You've been such a great help throughout everything.
Oh, you're welcome, Charlie. You're a magnificent young man, and what you've achieved over the last 2 years with your effort, your determination, your grit was absolutely outstanding. And I know that I'll definitely, when I retire and reflect on my career, what you achieved this year is definitely something that I'll be remembering forever, essentially, because your results were absolutely outstanding. Well done.
Very much.
quite a man of the world as well, Charlie. You've been doing some travelling. We haven't been able to catch up with you face to face.
Yes, so I've just been working as an instructor at Kicking Horse, which was amazing. So that's just in the heart of the Canadian Rockies. And then just after that, I went to Ottawa to see my dad's side of the family and just connect with all his old friends. So also went into Toronto for a couple days, and just being able to hear, I guess, a lot more about him, because it was really difficult trying to talk to my mum or my sister about, I guess, all the person he was, because of course it brought them a lot of emotional turmoil. But I guess being able to talk to his friends about it, where it's very open, and hearing all these funny stories about his childhood has been so helpful in, I guess, navigating this grieving process, because one of the main difficult things was being, I guess, told how he was this really beautiful, amazing man, but then at the same time never really being able to experience that. Because in the last 4 years before his passing, he lost his ability to speak. And then I guess my brain just kind of blocked out all the conversations that I had with him prior to that. So that was really nice.
Can I just say that obviously, Charlie, you're an amazing young man. And the story that Paul just told about where you were in year 7 to where you were in year 12, I have to say as well to Paul and Chris and Alana as the minister, that also speaks to what you have done as educators and the value add that a great public school like Balgowlah Boys has done for Charlie and so many others. So to hear Charlie acknowledge what you've done for him is really beautiful, but I just want to make sure you know how grateful we are as well, because I know that everything that you do it's for kids like Charlie, and he's like a living, walking example of the amazing things that education can do. So thanks to the three of you for joining as a surprise reunion. Charlie, the world is your oyster, mate. I cannot wait to see your success in the future. I know you'll be keeping in touch with at the guys at school, but let us know how you go. I can't wait to see what you do when you pop up as one of the world's most influential environmental lawyers. I will not be surprised. Okay, so please go and change the world with that beautiful heart and big brain that you have. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. That means a lot.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well done, Charlie.
Well done. We're so proud of you.